Hello, band. I am currently on my way home from Wyoming. So this video is to show you how to do your assignment for today. So as I said, for theory this year, we're going to be working on composing, and I'm going to show you how to use the composing software in Smartmusic to write music. So when you go to your assignment, it will look like this. It's the Smartmusic Compose Tool tutorial. So the idea is by doing this assignment, you're going to learn how to use the Compose tool to write music later. So there are 10 components that you'll be graded on. So if your composition has all of these 10 components, it will be good. So it's got to have a title. It needs to be created for your instrument. It should be 8 measures long. It should include at least 4 different kinds of notes, include 2 different articulations. It should have both notes and rests, at least 2 dynamics. It should have a time signature. It should have a key signature, and it should be possible to play on your instrument. So it shouldn't be crazy high or crazy low. It should be something that you could play. So here is how you will do this. And if you want, you can follow along with me step by step and do each step at a time, or you can watch this whole video and then go back and do it. Either will be good. So when you get to Smartmusic, the first thing you have to do is actually find the Compose tool. So after you've logged in, and the login information I'm going to post at the front of the Schoology page, you're going to click in the corner on the waffle icon, and then you're going to go to the feather that says Compose. So that's what you're going to start with. Now you have 3 options: Quick Creation, Create from Template, or Import. You're going to do this where it says Create from Template. Very important, that's what you click on. Then you're going to write this for your instrument. So you're going to come down to Solo Instruments, and that's what you're going to click. Now, of course, depending on what you play, you can pick a different one. I play the French horn, so I'm going to go to Brass, and I'm going to pick French horn. Now, that's the first requirement. It's written for your instrument. The next thing it needs is a title. Okay, so the title can be anything you want. I'm going to title mine Super Awesome Song. And then I can add my name as the composer because I'm writing it. Now, if you remember how many bars it's supposed to be 8 measures long, so you will put an 8 where it says number of bars. Then you can pick a time signature. It automatically is in 4/4, but if you want a different time signature, you can change it. So I'm going to put mine in 3/4. And then you can pick a key signature. On the French horn, I like to play in D major, but you can pick any key signature, probably one you're familiar with that you would know the notes for. And then you click Create Score. So here's my Super Awesome Song. It doesn't have any notes on it yet, so I've got to add some. So here's where you get to be creative. Now you're not going to be graded on how this song sounds. You're just going to be graded on that it has all the components so that I see that you know how to use the composing tool. So if we go back here, let's see what it needs. Okay, we have a title, good. It is created for my instrument, good. It's 8 measures long. So now I need at least 4 different kinds of notes, 2 different articulations, notes and rests, and dynamics. I have a time signature and I have a key signature already. So I just have to do these things and also make sure it's possible for me to play on my instrument. So when you want to add notes or rests, you're going to click up here on one of these. All right. So let's say I'm going to have a quarter note. Okay. Then when you put it down here, you can put it anywhere on the staff. So I'm going to start there. And you'll be able to hear it. Now here's the coolest thing, is now you have this little thing over here that says note properties. So if you wanted, you can make it flat. Probably don't want to make it flat, but it's possible. Also, here's where you add your articulations. Remember that you need at least 2 articulations. So here's my articulations here. Some of these you may have never seen before, but here's ones you have seen. This is a staccato. This one's a tenuto. That one's an accent. And that one's a marcato. Probably don't put on articulations that you haven't seen before, so I'm going to make it staccato. Okay. Then there's some other things that you don't really need down here, but you could do if you want to just play around and add stuff. Okay. Also, if you say you had a quarter note there and you're like, I changed my mind, I want that to be an eighth note, you could do that. But I'm going to have it be a quarter note. And I'm going to add some other notes to that measure. All right, now let's see. In the next measure, I want to add a different kind of note because I already have an eighth note. Or I already have a quarter note. Da, 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 dee. Okay. And it'll automatically add things like rest to the rest of the measure. So I'm just going to keep that rest there because I also know that part of the assignment is that I need to have some rest. Okay, so I'm going to keep going and I'm going to keep adding notes. Okay, now I have a quarter note, I have a half note, I have an eighth note. I need one more kind of note. So I'm going to add a dotted quarter. To add a dot to any note, you click on the note and then you click on the dot. Okay. So if I don't want to add notes anymore, I can go over here and I can click on just the arrow. Let's say I wanted to listen to it. I would click on where I want to start and I would click on the play button. Okay, and I'm pretty happy with that so far. Now, let's see what else. I needed 2 different kinds of articulations. Now I have one, so let me add another. Let's say you want to add a slur. So to add a slur, I think it's this one. Nope. Nope. Go away. Let's see how you make it go over. It's probably line. There it is. So if I want to slur notes, I can add my slurs. Just like that. So I'll click on that, and then I click on the note I want it to go on. And last but not least, I know to get 100% of my assignment, I want to add dynamics. So I can click on any note. I can go to dynamics. And then I want this to be mezzo forte. And I want piano. I'm going to add it there. Okay. Now let's see how it sounds. Okay. Now the only other thing I would need to make this 100% is, of course, put music here in the last 4 measures. But I don't want to give you guys too many ideas. So make sure you're not copying what I did. This is just to show you the different things that you can do. So up here you've got file, score. Here's if you change your mind and you want to change the key signature or you want to change the time signature, you don't like what you picked before, you could do that. You could also change the tempo. There. You've got your notes here. If you want to choose rest instead, there's rest. You have your dynamics here. You've got your lines there. This is if you were, you know, maybe adding lyrics or something like that. You don't need to worry about that right now. You've got some different symbols like fermatas. If you want to add those, you can do that. And that's basically how it works. So to submit this, you are going to screenshot your song, and that's what you're going to submit. So I personally use snipping tool. And I would take a picture of what I made. And I would upload that to Schoology. If you have any questions, please send me a Schoology message about this assignment. This is just for you to get the hang of using the software. It's not for you to make a masterpiece of music. Of course, I want you to make something that you like and something that sounds good, but don't worry if it's not the most exciting and best music ever written. Just make sure that you're doing all of the 10 things on this list. When you're done, I would definitely go back through this list and check off and make sure that you've done all of these things. Okay? So then I can't submit on my Schoology, but you would go submit, you would upload the picture that you took, and then you would be done. So this will be due today during class. This is the one thing I'm asking you to do today. So please make sure you do a good job and do your best. All right, everybody, good luck and have fun.